Israel launches further airstrikes on Beirut, West Lebanon. In a dramatic escalation of regional tensions, Israel carried out a series of airstrikes targeting Beirut and other locations in West Lebanon today. The strikes mark the latest chapter in the ongoing conflict between Israel and armed groups operating within Lebanon, further straining the fragile peace in the region. Details of the strikes. According to reports from local media and defense sources, Israeli fighter jets launched air raids early this morning, striking various targets in southern Beirut and several locations across the western part of Lebanon, including areas believed to be associated with Hezbollah, the powerful Lebanese militant and political group. Eyewitnesses described hearing loud explosions and seeing large plumes of smoke rising from the affected areas. The specific targets included suspected arms depots, military infrastructure, and command centers operated by Hezbollah, which Israel holds responsible for recent rocket attacks from Lebanese territory into northern Israel. Initial reports suggest significant damage to several facilities, though civilian casualties remain unclear at this time. Escalation of hostilities. Today's airstrikes come amid rising tensions between Israel and Hezbollah, which have been building over recent months. Just days before, a cross-border exchange of fire rockets launched from southern Lebanon into Israel, followed by retaliatory Israeli artillery strikes. While Israel's government insists that its actions are defensive, aimed at neutralizing Hezbollah's military capabilities, Lebanese authorities and Hezbollah have condemned the airstrikes as acts of aggression and violations of Lebanon's sovereignty. This wave of attacks marks one of the most significant Israeli military operations in Lebanon since 2006, when a month-long war between Hezbollah and Israel left over 1,000 people dead, the vast majority of them Lebanese civilians. Israeli and Lebanese reactions. Israel has justified its military actions by citing Hezbollah's growing influence in Lebanon and the increasing threat posed by its rocket and missile stockpiles, many of which are supplied by Iran. Israeli officials have reiterated their stance that they will continue to take military action against any perceived threat to their national security, pay the price for what they termed an act of war. Tensions are expected to escalate further as Hezbollah has a history of responding to Israeli actions with rocket fire or other military operations, increasing the likelihood of a larger confrontation. International reactions. Homes in fear of further strikes. Many are still reeling from the devastation of the 2020 Beirut port explosion and the country's ongoing economic crisis, leaving much of the population already vulnerable.